So, thank you for joining me. I know this is normally, to the people who don't know my page or my channel, I'm mostly an art channel, but got something special in mind for you guys. So, I not only draw, I'm into anime and different stuff like that, I also am a collector, and I'm gonna show you a bit of my collections. Now, for the people that is into this, I am not a professional. I am not a complete pro when it comes to this, but I am a collector. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you a couple seconds. All right, check it. This is a multi-deck box, and as you can see, kinda from the picture, that they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different decks in my deck box. Nah, just kidding. So I'm going to hopefully go over all of these on the channels, but I'm on the channel, not plural, singular, but I have one in mind. I'm gonna make a series out of it because I have like 20 decks that I can go over. But today we're going to be going over my waifus. You can get that. Yep, as you can see, Dragonmaids. Forgive the misogyny, but I again am not a pro when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. I am more of a collector. Forgive the sound in the back. I have no soundproofing, so forgive me. Today, I thought it would be okay, but apparently I was wrong. Anyway, hopefully they cut it out. So, alright, so I don't have these cards in a specific order. Let me get them ordered up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, got the cards all sorted out. Now, let's go on to the main deck portion. Alright, we got 3 Dragonmaids, 3 Chamber Dragonmaids. Sorry, I still have trouble with the names because I just assume all of them are Dragonmaids. Again, forgive the misogyny, but this card is very good. I didn't play Dragonmaids before this card was out, but apparently this is what the deck needed. It gets you any one of your Dragonmaid spell and traps to your hand, which will come in handy later because the spell and traps are absolutely ridiculous in this deck. Alright, we got 3 Kitchen Dragonmaids. It gets you any one of your Dragonmaid monsters, you know, for your combos and different things you need to do. It's a very good card. Very, very good card. Alright, 3 of the Parlor Dragonmaid. Forgive me for off-centering them. This card can send any Dragonmaid card from your deck to the graveyard. Basically, Foolish Burial of the deck. I don't draw this card a lot. I play a lot with my daughter. She actually plays the Buster Blader deck, so I don't have a easy time with her, so I can learn all my combos and different things easier. Not easier, just I could learn how to play better. But again, part of Dragonmaid, Foolish Burial of the deck. 1 Nurse Dragonmaid, the Monster Reborn. Again, I've played it, but I haven't played it a lot because you know, it's only 1 in the deck. So when I do play, it's hard to come up with the combos because I'm not really well versed in it. But Mr. Monster Reborn, how could you not like a Monster Reborn for an archetype? Alright, for the big dragons, I got 1 Lorpar, 1 Ernest, and 1 Tinkek. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I've just realized, forgive me for being so absent-minded, that Lopar, Ernest, and Tinkek are Parlor, Nurse, and Kitchen. If you rearrange the words, you get Parlor, Nurse, and Kitchen. yeah, so I'm a little late to the party, but better late than never, I guess. So these cards are very unique in the fact that each one of these cards are not unaffected by card effects if you have a fusion monster on your card on your field, and pretty much that's what this deck revolves around, fusion monsters. Not entirely, because I have more links than fusions, but primarily you want to have a fusion monster on the field. This one, I don't know all of the effects, but this one is basically like the honest for the deck. When one of your Dragonmaids will be attacked, you can discard this card and gain 2,000 attack. This card, you can special summon one level 4 Lord Dragonmaid monster from your hand. It's a quick effect. You can discard this card and target one monster on the field. Players cannot activate target effects on the field this turn. So those are my last of my Dragonmaid monsters, and they are the big dragons. Alright, on to the non-Dragonmaid monsters. I got one Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. You absolutely need this card in most dragon decks. I'm not a dragon player, I'm really into the warrior type, but it's not a lot of amazing warrior type decks out there. But in any dragon deck, you kind of want to play this card because it's like an easy summon. Yeah, so one Red Eyes Darkness Metal, one Tempest. Alright, one Amorphage, and two Noctivisions. Yeah, so Noctivisions is special summon if a Dark Dragon is special summon to your field. So that's a free extender right there. Alright, on to the spells and the traps. Start with the spells. We got 3 Hospitality. Special summon one Dragonmaid monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. You can send one Dragonmaid monster with the same attribute but a different level from your deck to the graveyard. You can only activate one Dragonmaid Hospitality per turn. Now, what I've come to realize is that you gotta be conscious of the wording. So if this gets negated and you have an extra in your hand, you can activate it, because technically it was negated and it didn't activate. So if you have an extra Dragonmaid Hospitality, or you can get to an extra Dragonmaid Hospitality, if one of them is negated, you can activate the second one from your hand. Alright, you got 2 Dragonmaid Changeover. Forgive me again for misplacing them. You can fusion summon one Dragon Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. While this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Dragonmaid monster you control, add that card to your hand, and if you do, return that monster to your hand. You can only use this effect of Dragonmaid Changeover once per turn. Right, so it has pretty much kind of sort of the same effect. If it gets negated, you can activate. If you can get to the other one, you can activate the other one from your hand. Also, it has a recurring effect where if it's in the graveyard, you can get it back to your hand, and all you have to do is just return a Dragonmaid card from your field to your hand, which is not bad at all. Alright, we got 3 World Legacy Guard Dragon. You can activate this when this card is activated. Target one level 4 Lord Dragon monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, or special summon it. Once per turn. You can target one dragon monster you control. Move that monster you control to another of your main monster zones. You can only activate one World Legacy Guard Dragon per turn. Alright, so you pretty much know what we're going to do with this, but if not, I'll try to explain the best I can when we get to the extra deck. And I don't play hand traps in this deck as far as in the monster way, but I do play cards that are kind of like hand traps. So I got 3 Book of Moon. You know, if you flip a monster face down, they can't activate the effects. Can't do a lot of things with the monster face down. So kind of like a hand trap. I can't afford the hand traps because when I paid for the deck, I was kind of, cha-ching. Alright, now for the one-ofs. You got the green Nurse Dragonmaid, or the spell Nurse Dragonmaid, or the first Nurse Dragonmaid, you know, why not? Gotta go with the Monster Reborn and let us play it. We play it. 1 Gold Sark, you know what that does. 1 Dragon Ravine, and that'll round up the spell cards. Again, I'm not the biggest Dragon player. My friend who kind of introduced me to Yu-Gi-Oh! As far as the card game goes is the Dragon player, and I think he's a little salty. Alright, so on to the traps. We got 3. I just am horrible about sending in the cards. 3 Dragonmaid Titanium, okay? This is the best trap you have in your deck, in my opinion, for the archetype. This card you target 1 dragon monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, return them to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 Dragonmaid monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position, but return it to the hand during the end phase. You can only use Dragonmaid Titanium effect once per turn, and only once that turn. So that's what I was saying earlier, where you have to be specific. It says only once that turn, meaning that if it gets negated, you can only use it once that turn. Alright, so this trap is absolutely crazy, and the main thing is people don't know about this card. I don't know if they know. You can use this first effect in any dragon deck. Target 1 dragon monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, return them to the hand. And that's any dragon. They did not just specify specifically Dragonmaid monsters, so you can put this in any dragon deck. Only setback is you can't use the second effect where you can banish it and special summon 1 Dragonmaid monster to your deck, but it does work in most dragon decks. Alright, so we got the 1 downtime. Sorry again, forgive me. I will get better over time. And again, my final hand trap will be 3. Sorry, I gotta get the third. 3 Infinite Impermanence. So I don't have Ash Blossoms. I do, but they're in a different deck. I don't have my Gamma and Driver. They're in a different deck. So I decided to opt out and just play Spell, Book of Moons, 3 Book of Moons, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. And the last trap for the deck, the main deck, is Torrential Tribute. If things get a little too out of hand and you know, kind of try to speedball away from me, Torrential Tribute, and we can just all start over from the beginning. All right, so that's it for the main deck. No, I don't have any Pot of Prosperities. Like I said, when I got the deck, I was kind of tapped out. So I will get them eventually. Hopefully I can try to start going to like events and different stuff like that, because I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a while now, but I've turned more into a collector than anything. It's kind of limited to the people that I can play. Alright, on to the extra deck. So the extra deck is primarily, it's not a dragon. This is not a Dragon Link deck. So it's pretty much kind of one thing you want to get to, and then if you need to get the other stuff, you get it. But mostly this is where you want to kind of set yourself up. So 2 Show, 3 House, and Borlord Fusion Dragon. I'm sorry, Furious Dragon. Sorry, my eyes. I don't have my glasses on, forgive me. I should know the name of that deck. Like I said, I just got the deck a week ago. I didn't say that, but I did just get the deck like I think it's 2 weeks ago. So I'm still learning the ins and the outs, the things about the deck. So forgive me. In testing, I tested against Sky Striker Eldritch, Buster Blader, Shadows, and different things like that. Now I'm not the best player on top of that either. Not trying to down myself, but I am not the best player. I misplay a lot. I have to pay more attention. But again, that's it for the fusion monsters. So for the Link monsters, we have 1 Strike Dragon, 1 Almirage, 2 Seals, Pisty, LP for the World Legacy Guard Dragon card. Boral Sword, you know, for the OTK, or not the OTK, I'm sorry, to push for game, but it is a crazy OTK version you can get, that you can do. I did it once, just once, and I got completely lucky. Dragoonity Knight and Crossroads Dragon. When I get this deck down pack, I will be better. I will be back for some better combos and a better deck review, and I can show off some of the combos. I can't think of any right now. I have to write them down. But that is it for my Dragonmaid deck. My waifus, forgive me again. I absolutely love anime, and I was just watching scenes for Kobayashi Dragonmaid earlier, and I was like, oh man, I should do a deck profile. So again, thank you for joining me. I'm glad you sat with me for a while I rambled on and do my first deck profile. Thank you again. Bye. Okay, I know you thought I forgot about showing you a piece of artwork that I did, but I did not. So this is a piece of digital art, whether you believe it or not. Check it out. And that is Barbatos from Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. So actually, if you listen, it's on a piece of steel. So what my wife did was take my digital art and hot press it, when she used a hot press on a piece of steel, and it turned out amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's the piece of artwork. Thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much for just watching. But if you would, just like it, comment, tell me what you think, subscribe, please. You know, nothing more, nothing less. I just want to get this out here. I just been kind of sitting on like a gold mine, I think, as far as entertaining people when it comes to some of the things that I collect, some of the things that I do, video games, playing art, whatever. You know, if I could entertain you guys and put just a little bit of myself out there to make you guys do something different, or make you feel comfortable about what you guys like, I would that would make me feel good. So again, thank you guys so much.